Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. Taking a look at Omaha. You know, tonight Greg's going to tell us a lot about how they match up in the series at both ends of the court.
Yeah, we can talk about how well these teams match up in terms of talent, but in terms of how they match up in style, that's what we'll find out right now.
Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Bronx. Jones is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Goodrich. Then it's Johnson. And it's Embiid in at the center. Here's Jones. Omaha with the rebound. Here's Burke. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Omaha shooting their first free throws of this. Burke hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Jones. Here's Embiid. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Oh, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
Outside Jackson. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. From deep. Burke can't get it to go. Here's Goodrich. Misses the layup. Thompson against Johnson. Thompson passes to Burke. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Burke's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Embiid dishes to Goodrich. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Boom, he jams it straight down.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And slam dunk by Burke.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now, here's Rodman. Shot clock at 6. With the hook shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And he can be devastating with that little hook shot of his.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Burke, the pass to Yao. Johnson with the block. They recover it. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. That's going to send DeMarcus Cousins to the line. Dennis Rodman picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well, for his position, DeMarcus Cousins has a great build, capable of being a physical big man, but also pretty agile for his size and able to adapt to his opponent.
Good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
It's good from long range. And that's now 10 points for money.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Timeout called here, the first for the Bronx. To the middle, here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Well, the defense has to push Embiid farther away from the rim. You can't make the game this easy for him.
Here's Burke, and slam dunk by Burke.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Embiid. Back to Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now here's Jackson. Scoreless thus far.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Goodrich up top. Burke covering. And the shot goes in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Omaha leading by 4. Burke the pass to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Pass to Rodman. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. And Embiid the bucket on the inside. Assist by Johnson. Embiid's got 8.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Burke. Bronx grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And out of bounds as Omaha gains possession. And the Brawlers making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Burke with it. He's got 12. Yao with a screen on Johnson. 6 to shoot. Omaha needs to get off a shot here. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And he banks in the layup. 10 points for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And Cousins, at his size, able to handle and finish like a guard. Very nimble in the pick and roll.
Down low. Embiid shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Yao Ming. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Omaha.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Now here's Thompson to the left side wing. Here's Burke. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Goodrich against Thompson. Johnson outside. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Now, here's Burke. 12 points for him. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Embiid. Good D by Embiid.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Some changes for Omaha. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Cousins. Stojakovic comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Case and Wallace in for Thompson. The Bronx also with a sub. Heinsohn's checked in. Now here's Burke. Kirilenko with the screen for Burke. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Now here's Goodrich. He's covered closely. Shoots over Burke. And that one goes long. Omaha has now gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Wallace a screen. Back to Burke for 3. Rodman grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Good work there as it goes. And 11 points for Johnson.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the Airmen decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for Omaha. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Derek Lively. Jackson comes in for Peja Stojakovic. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Cason Wallace. The Bronx also with a sub, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Dennis Rodman.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Goodrich. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now Burke, 16 points for him. And Embiid pulls it down.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Goodrich. Embiid the screen. And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Monroe's checked in for the Bronx. Here's Johnson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 5-point brawler lead.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Pass to Kirilenko. Clock at 6. Burke kicks to Suggs. Here's Kirilenko. Buries it from 3-point range. Kirilenko's got 5 now.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place. Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Cousins with a screen on Monroe. Here's Suggs. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Monroe finds Embiid. The 15-footer, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Pass to Cousins. Bronx grabs the miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Monroe outside. Embiid sets the pick for Monroe. Launches it. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No short. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. See what this quarter has in store for us. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bronx.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
So on the floor for the Bronx, Heinsohn is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Monroe. Then it's Johnson, and it's Smith in at the 2. Now here's Jackson after the miss from Joel Embiid. Thompson from long range. Wallace against Johnson. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Derek Lively.
Well, one thing that's true about Embiid, he knows how to draw that whistle. That's a great pump fake.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The free throw drops for him. Jones checked in for Smith. Then for Omaha, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Burke in for Wallace. Goodrich, he's checked in for the Bronx. Johnson comes in for Monroe. Here's Embiid. 18 points for him. Here's Johnson over Thompson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's what's going on with the Bronx right now. Nader comes in for Embiid, and Johnson subbed in for Heinsohn. Lively a screen on Johnson. Burke with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Can they get it? Johnson with the rebound. The Bronx leading by 4. And the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
And that one's good. Burke.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Stolen by Stojakovic. Pass to Burke. Just 5 to shoot. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And slam dunk by Burke.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Omaha. There's the drive, and it's Goodrich missing.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
And here is Burke. 23 points in the game. Inside. Stolen by Jones. Here's Johnson. Lays it in off the breakaway. Johnson's got 17 now.
Well, he added a little bit of sauce to that. I'm not sure it was needed, but he'll certainly make a highlight reel.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Now here's Jones. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Burke. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Goodrich against Thompson. There's the pick with the drive. And it's Goodrich missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And again, no good by Omaha.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Thompson against Jones. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. The Bronx, they've made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Embiid, he's checked in for the Bronx. Rodman comes in for Johnson.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Johnson inside. He's covered by Thompson. Johnson can't get it to go. Omaha has now gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. For Omaha, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. He's off on the first. Jaren Jackson's checked in for Amen Thompson. Nader's checked in for the Bronx. And the second free throw, good. And here are the brawlers now. Johnson, the pass to Nader. Here's Goodrich. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight. Lively with it. Pass to Cousins. Over Rodman. Cousins with the bucket. Cousins has got the game tied up here for the Airmen.
You got to try to keep Cousins out of the paint. Shoots a high percentage from there. Uses that big body to his advantage.
Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Jones. Omaha making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:07 left to play here in the half. Now here's Burke. He's got 25. And Cousins kicks to Burke. 6 to shoot. Wallace outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Jones against Jackson. Pass to Nader. Here's Johnson. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor. Omaha trails by 4. Burke dishes to Cousins. Burke with the screen for Cousins. Johnson against Wallace. Stolen away. Here's Jones. Buries it down low. Jones has got 4 this quarter. And so that brings the first half to a close. Owlers ahead as they end the second quarter on a 14-5 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And how have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops. Looking at this series, and that is...
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. What a game we're seeing from Money.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Well, this is what he does when the stage is biggest. He runs to the light.
We've got Burke, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Jackson. Then there's Yao, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. Cousins, no good. The Bronx leading by 6. And for the Brawlers, Embiid is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Herbert Jones. Then it's Goodrich, and it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Burke drops in the layup for 2. Burke's got 27.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jones finds Johnson. Now here's Embiid, defended by Yao.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Bronx. 6-point lead. To the inside. With force. Embiid takes it to him.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For Omaha, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Burke hits them both. 90 seconds now into the second half. Johnson against Thompson. Johnson, the pass to Goodrich. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Burke can't get it to go.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Goodrich kicks to Johnson. Pass to Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Burke looking over the floor. Driving to the basket. And slam dunk by Burke.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Now here's Johnson. 25 points in the game. Now Goodrich. Shoots over Burke. Rebound by Yao Ming. Yao's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now just a 5-point brawler lead.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaron really helps to space the floor.
And Embiid throws it down.
Well, as a defender, it's hard to overcome a height disadvantage when you're that close to the basket.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Omaha, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Bronx making a switch here. Heinzen's checked in. Burke hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Outside, Rodman. Back to Johnson. And there's the drive. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Now, here's Burke. 33 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bronx.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And they have left the defense scrambling because they have found success in the paint, which has allowed them to play inside out.
Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Omaha. Omaha trails by 5. Here's Burke. He has 35. Jackson has the open look. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got 6 assists now in the game. And the Brawlers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now here's Burke, covered by Johnson. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Rodman. 3-on-3, and slammed in by Jones.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass. Just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive boards.
Johnson, the pass to Rodman. On the wing, Goodrich. Burke covering. Goodrich kicks to Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And here is Burke. To the middle. Here's Thompson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Wallace is checked in for Omaha. The Bronx also with a sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Jones. Here's Burke. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Burke's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's Heinsohn. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I'll tell you what, Heinsohn is a competitor. But for me, where he really gets you is with his body control and then that superb shooting touch.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for Omaha. Clock at 6. On the wing, Wallace. And taken away by Johnson. Up the floor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Thompson.
And what's interesting about Goodrich, doesn't have great size or an explosive vertical, but he's just tricky enough to draw fouls.
Now here's Burke. 37 points for him. Off on the layup.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
On the wing, Goodrich. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Goodrich. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Goodrich has got 18 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Burke with it. Shot clock at 5. Out to Wallace. Offensive rebound. Yao. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And this is where you feed Yao because almost no one is going to be able to block it.
Here's Goodrich. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Pass to Yao. Now here's Burke. Thompson, a screen on Goodrich. Thompson outside. Omaha moving the ball around. They get the rebound, and it's good. 2 points. Yao's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Heinsohn. Now Goodrich. Burke covering. Out left to the wing. Wallace dishes to Burke. Yao with a screen on Rodman. Burke kicks to Thompson. It's deflected. Johnson finds Rodman and stolen by Thompson. Burke with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Timeout called, the Bronx. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Wallace. Then for the Bronx, Mader's checked in for Rodman. Smith comes in for Goodrich, and Monroe's subbed in for Johnson. Monroe outside, and it's good for 2. Monroe's got the lead up to 10 now for the Brawlers.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Out of bounds, it'll be Brawler's ball. The Bronx leading by 8. 1:11 left to play here in the third. Against the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Thompson, left side. Off target with his 3.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Heinsohn, good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Burke. Bronx grabs the miss. Johnson outside. Pass to Monroe. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Monroe's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now Burke. He's got 39. And so it's the Bronx sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
NBA playoffs, round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Burke is out there with Thompson. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Yao in at the 5 spot.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
And so he hits both. And so it's Monroe with it, bringing it up for the Bronx. Here's Goodrich. Here's Heinsohn. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And Thompson kicks to Burke. And he converts the layup. Burke's got 43 points.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Goodrich passes to Monroe. Just 4 to shoot. Off target on the 15-footer. Here's Burke. Down low. It's stolen by Jones. To the paint. And Jones slams it home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Yao scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
And stolen by Thompson. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Cam Johnson picks one up.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And the Brawlers making a change here. Nader's checked in. Here's Monroe. Omaha with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. 5 to shoot. Yao the pass to Burke. Omaha moving the ball around. And again, no good by Omaha. The Bronx leading by 7. Here's Monroe. And the rejection by Cousins. Inside. And stolen by Cousins. Now here's Burke, defended by Jones. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Rodman, he's checked in for the Bronx. Thompson passes to Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Cousins. Knocks it loose.
Defensive rebounding is so important, and he fought for that one.
Jones, no luck. Omaha trails by 7. And here is Burke. Goodrich with it. Picked up by Thompson. Monroe outside. To stop the drought. The shot's good. Rodman making the play. Rodman's got 4 assists now tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Bronx. Embiid comes in for Johnson. And it's Johnson in for Goodrich. The Bronx leading by 7. Johnson up top. He's covered by Thompson. And Thompson sends it back. And they're moving it up. Here's Burke. And again, no good by Omaha.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
He takes it in. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Jones kicks to Johnson. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. Here's Burke. And again, no good by Omaha.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Herbert Jones. And here are the Brawlers now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Johnson attacking, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Jackson misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Bronx. 9-point game. Burke with it, working on Rodman. And that one's good. Burke's got 47 points.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson can't get it to go. Omaha has now gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And Cousins is no joke down low. It's no surprise when the D elects to foul him, given his massive size.
And the Brawlers making a change here. Goodrich is checked in.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Johnson outside. Back to Johnson. Rodman sets the screen for Johnson. Over Thompson. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Yao with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Yao. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Yao's got 10 points in just the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Well, if Embiid gets rolling like this, what are you going to do? There's no way to stop him with all of that power.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Johnson dishes to Embiid, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, few guys get to the line the way Embiid does.
Omaha making a switch here. Lively's checked in. Jones checked in for the Bronx.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, That'll help them seal the deal.
Swinging, he's checked in for Omaha. Now here's Burke. D right on him. Driving the lane.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he knocks down the first one. The Airman making a switch here. Fields checked in. Burke hits them both. Here's Johnson. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Goodrich. Now here's Rodman. On the wing, Johnson. 5 on the clock. That's tipped. Omaha trails by 3. Fields with the screen for Burke. Thompson, a screen on Goodrich. Burke, the pass to Thompson. Great pursuit. Got the second chance bucket.
Yeah, and Cousins never shy when his team needs a game-changing basket.
Mark Williams is checked in for Omaha. That one drops. He ties it up. And for the Bronx, they're shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Timeout called, Bronx. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Williams. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what the Brawlers coach was going over with his team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Lively, a screen on Johnson. Here's Lively. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dennis Rodman. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. No good on that one.
As fearless and physical as he is, Boogie gets to the line more than just about anyone.
Well, they still have the lead. Now they have to protect it.
Here's Jones. Joel Embiid. It misses. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Goodrich. Lively sets a screen for Burke. Now Lively finishes inside on the nice dish.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Count the basket.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Drives to the hoop.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, when you're coming down the stretch, you don't want any wasted possessions.
Jackson outside. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And again.
You see how easily he's getting buckets. To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
No doubt. And get this, he's now tied for the 3rd most points in a playoff game ever.
And that 57 ties him with Donovan Mitchell's bubble game back in 2020.
43 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Jackson outside. He drills the 3.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Points are an absolute must here.
And they need to continue to play with urgency.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Johnson with it. To force overtime. Good.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Now, here's Burke. Goodrich is out there with Johnson. And it's Dennis Rodman. And there's Embiid. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Lively a screen on Johnson. Burke with it. Now defended by Embiid.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
A huge two-handed slam.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Now Burke. Lively sets a screen for Burke. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. No good.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
Outside, Rodman. Johnson got it to go off the glass.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
And another one falls.
I mean, when have you seen a player get this hot in a playoff game?
I don't know, G. I know this, though. He now ranks 3rd all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going?
Here's Burke. Lively a screen on Johnson. Now Jackson. He's off from 3. Goodrich up top. Burke covering. 20 feet away. That one misses. Omaha has now gotten neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. A 15-footer.
Now, finding a teammate when you're in mid-shot like that is really difficult, but he made it look easy.
And the Brawlers call time here. Now Johnson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Now here's Burke. Tight defense on him. Cousins with a screen on Johnson. And the rejection by Embiid.
And that's the rim protection you expect from Embiid. Really sent a message right there.
And it's Burke with the ball for Omaha. Connects again.
And he's equaled 2nd all-time in scoring for a playoff game.
A tremendous offensive display, Greg. This crowd on the edge of their seats.
And he's now matched the Hall of Famer Elgin Baylor with Michael Jordan's all-time record.
And got it! Another basket.
And guys, he's now tied the all-time mark for points in a playoff game.
Wow, he has been cooking since the opening tip, and they've been powerless to slow him down.
And the great Michael Jordan may stand alone, but not in this category. He's got some company.
Joel Embiid coming up big. So reliable in the clutch.
And here is Burke. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. Here's Thompson. 5 to shoot. Now Jones. Embiid fires. Down it goes for three.
And the big man coming through in the clutch. These are the moments that Embiid lives for.
Burke with it. Now Jackson. Now here's Burke. Burke with the screen for Jackson. Buries the deep ball.
And the big man going off in the clutch. Jackson Jr. knew it was do or die time.
And the Brawlers call time here. Got a piece of it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
And they do have a foul to give.
And it's the Bronx with the ball. Johnson outside. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. Jacks up a three. And the rejection by Lively. High post Johnson. And it's on.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. It feels like every missed shot is ending up in his hands.